What's up YouTube? Doggo back again for, well, another gaming memories video. I love these ones where I dedicate one whole episode or video to one particular game that holds a special place in my gaming heart right here. And it's a game that's not on an old school system. It's not on the old school systems, it's not cartridge. It's a PC game, man. Probably my first time I've actually talked about a PC game on here on the Retro Bros channel, but it has to be mentioned. I've always wanted to do this video, but never got around to it. I don't know why, but I'm telling you guys, this is right up there with my top 5 video games of all time. All time. And it's Command & Conquer Renegade. So the year is 2002. I was 19 or 20 years old at the time, and we came across this awesome place in the city here in Perth in Western Australia, and it was a massive 2-story old school LAN place where, you know, all the computers are set up, heaps of computers. We came across it one night and we're like, hey, this is cool. And it was about 6 or 8 of us. And we all went in there and we paid our money and sat down and we started getting into all these video games that were on the computers. And we came across this one, Command & Conquer Renegade. None of us had played it before. When we started playing it, we quickly realized just how freaking awesome it was and unique to other first-person shooter games. Like, we're all been a fan of Command & Conquer growing up, and the old school 2D, looking down and, you know, building your base, protecting your base versus the other guys. This was the first-person shooter version of that, so it was hell unique. You go to, like, so you have your bases, your GDI versus your nods, and as a first-person shooter kind of character, you get to choose and buy which character you want to become. So you start off as the first-person character, and you get to choose basically what you want to do. You can either drive a vehicle or stay as a foot soldier or character that Command & Conquer actually gives you. You go to a little terminal in your base straight away, and you can choose to be like an engineer, or, you know, a flamethrower guy, or a Mobius, or something cool like a Grenader or something like that. And you can go around and battle as a soldier, first-person shooter. Or you can go straight to the vehicles, and you can choose all the vehicles that Command & Conquer has, like the Humvee, the APC, the stealth tanks, the medium tanks, the heavy tanks, the mammoth tanks. You can choose to jump in those. But you have to gain credits for you to buy these special items or characters. And the way you gain credits is by, you know, hitting the other buildings. So if I'm a GDI, you've got to attack the nod buildings, and you gain credits by doing that. Or you gain credits by killing people on the field as well. Or you gain credits by your Tiberium harvester. The harvester goes out as well and collects the Tiberium stuff, brings it back to base, and drops credits for you. So there's different ways of how to get credits to build up which character or vehicle you want to play as. And there's so many maps you can choose from as well. There's, in the actual original version, you can choose about 8 to 10 maps. And they're all pretty like synchronized in a way. The symmetry is really good, so, you know, there's not really a massive favoritism for both teams, because you go out and you meet in the middle, or you can do little sneak attacks through tunnels and stuff like that. But the one thing about this game, and if you all know me out there, I love my multiplayer games. There's nothing better than having a good teamwork kind of game, and this game brings so much teamwork to it. You've really got to work well with your teammates to know who's doing what. You got to have someone or a couple of people staying back to defend the base, while another couple of people go out and attack. So you've got to have that communication going all the time, which helps a lot. The intriguing part of this game was the little sneak attacks that you could do. A lot of the levels had like a little sneaky tunnel, a little back way into a way to get to the other person's base. And so you always have to be aware of that. Like being on a team, you got to be like, oh, hang on, I think they might try to do a sneak attack, so someone's got to hang back and try and guard that spot, or do the sneak attack themselves, and just worry about that, because if you're off with vehicles trying to smash the base, someone can just come and sneak attack and take out your base pretty good as well. So that was always a good part of the game. But by all means, I reckon this is the most underrated multiplayer game of all time. I never ever hear anyone talking about this game. It's crazy. Never hear anyone talk about this game. I don't know why. It just must have never took off. But for some reason, me and my friends, we absolutely fell in love with it, and we still love playing it to this day. We talk about it when we're all together. We still talk about the days playing Renegade. We only until the last few years, we've all sort of had kids and all that sort of stuff. It's a lot harder to catch up and play this game, but we were trying to at least once a year all get together with our computers and hook the LAN cables up to a network, and we'd all jump on Renegade and just play for hours and hours and just be loving it right there. Now, it's hard to play this game nowadays because there's no online aspect. There is a small community of the Renegade fans out there that have actually, I think, created like a dedicated server so people can actually jump on there and stuff. But it's not that easy to do. By all means, none of you guys will probably ever get the chance to play this game, so I'm actually looking into trying to get it working with my mates so we can play it online using a little program called Hamachi. Hamachi is like this online networking thing, so you don't actually have to go to people's houses and connect your computers up. You can just connect to this Hamachi IP networking thingamajig. So I'm currently working on that, and if I can get that working, I'm going to be streaming this game straight to YouTube, man, because it's definitely considered retro. Definitely going to be on YouTube, and I'm going to be playing with my mates, and all you guys can check out how the game actually works. It's one of my favorite games of all time, man. I'm telling you now, you guys will fall in love with the game if you just by watching us play. You'll definitely want to play it as well. But guys, a little trip down memory lane right there, talking about a game that I love so much. It's right up there, right next to my Mario Kart 64 and my Mortal Kombat 3 and 2. Guys, I'm telling you, it's awesome. Anyway, until next time, man. Doggo's Gaming Memories. I'm out of here. Peace.